When I read this book, I was reading about myself, definitely. When I reached that chapter, it was telling about the stuttering problems, what they do, that they are breathing, that they looking for help somewhere, that they try to whisper, that they try to sing. And when I was reading, I thought, yes, I'm doing that too. Yes, that's true. And when you are reading and you understand that it's the same problem all the people have who stutter. And I understood that. That book is about me, and that book is amazing. Because when you read it, you understand that it's all about you. It's your Bible, actually. And you read it once, and you know that, yes, it happened, I did it, but now I'll be living in different way, in Etalon way. And I don't want to come back to these things like whispering, like yelling, like being shy. No, never, never more.
Okay.
I'm afraid to show my stuttering. When I know that someone will be calling me, or when I'm calling, then I'm preparing, or I'll be like stuttering, and I won't feel good as well on the phone. Oh, it's so hard explaining. So basically, when I can prepare, I'm preparing. Like before some things, before the meetings, before the phone calls, I'm like managing the sentences in my head,
oh my God,
what I will ask and how I will ask. Like to change one word with another word.
What words do you consider as difficult?
As difficult is starting, I think, with P, with T, sometimes with B. With E. Now thinking, I didn't prepare well. Oh my God. K. Sometimes I feel difficult to say caffeine. I don't know what. Calamity, calcium, calculus, calendar, camel, camera, camouflage, camp, campaign, precipitate, precise, precise, predator, predecease, prayer, price, prism, prison, provision, privilege, privy, price, problem, proboscis, procedure, proceed. For example, pavasaris, I feel like a struggle because always when it starts in Lithuanian with pa, like that suffix, or how it's called, it's difficult. Even if I'm not reading, or even if I'm reading, this word is always difficult. So, pameistrys, pamėginti, pamėgti, pamergė, pamestas. But I feel like that struggle. When it starts with P, I like pa and making like a grip, and then starting like from the. So, pamišėliškumas, pamišęs, pavergti. Now I feel like with par, like starting with par. Pavaduotojas, pavaduoti, pavainikis, patvirtinantis.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
So that par, it's difficult. Okay. I want to tell more, but I can't tell. I know maybe what people will think about me. It happened about 15 years ago, and I didn't do lots of research programs like people taking that classes in brief thing or something, doing yoga class or how it's called, specialist. I haven't gone anywhere. When I'm not with my family anymore, when I do not, when that they don't have to pay for my things, and as I know now, there's nothing similar in the world. So basically, that's why I'm here.
Today is the 10th of April. This is third day of our class, the last day. I have called lots of people. I have initiated about 6 phone calls. I have called to the restaurant, to the pizza shop. I have called to my colleague from the work. Basically, it's quite hard to make calls in Norway on Sunday because lots of people are not working. In Lithuania, it's the same thing. So hopefully tomorrow I can challenge myself more to make more phone calls. But actually, I don't feel any stress making phone calls now.
Okay, let's go to the same speech tasks that you had the very first time we met on the before part. So open the dictionary.
Yes.
And go to your troublemakers, letter P. Remember?
Oh, P. Yes, I remember P.
That's what was difficult for you, used to be, right? Let's see where your difficulties today.
I'm trying to find difficult words.
You're gonna look for a long time for difficult words, right? Because tell me right away, do difficult words exist?
No, they don't exist. I'm just trying to find longer words, like to improve my speech, because I think I'm pretty good in short words. So just wanna make sure that I'm good in longer words as well.
Let's do it.
That's the thing. I can show you how I'm looking. Okay. Party. Paste. Pastel. Pasturist. Pastel. Pastime. Pasture. Pastry. Pasture. Pet. Patch. Patent. Partner. Path. Pathetic. Pathology. Patient. Patriarchy. Patricide. Patrimony. Patriot. Patrol. Patron. Patter. Pattern. Plural. Price. Prison. Prison. Private. Privation. Privilege. Privy. Price. Price. Raw. Probable. Probation. Row. Problem. Robust. Procedure. Proceed. Process. Procession. Proclaim.
Okay, perfect.
Property.
Any mistakes, any difficulties?
No, the only mistakes, I think I don't know some words how to pronounce, but basically it's just up to me.
How do you learn the words that you don't know how to pronounce?
I have to use my phone.
Right, for what? What do you want to do when you use your phone?
I have to hear how it sounds.
Perfect. Good job. Okay, go to any other parts of the dictionary that used to be difficult, just to check. Maybe we're gonna find any difficulties there.
Maybe with S.
You know better.
Okay. Salary, sale, silent, saliva, sallow, salad, salmon, salon, saloon, salt, salute, salvage, salvation, self, silver, sandwich.
Okay.
Safe.
Skip a couple of pages again.
Sponsor, spontaneous, spot, spook, spool, spoon.
Okay, enough. Any other difficult places?
Maybe in Lithuanian with P,
Let's do Lithuanian.
or maybe with N in Lithuania. They are
Let's do
quite hard.
Lithuanian.
Nepilnavertiškumas, nepilotuojamas, nepopuliarumas, nepopuliarus, neporinis, neprieinamas, nepraktiškas, nepralaidus, neprarasti, neprašytas, nepravažiuojamas, nepridengtas, neprideramas, nepriekaištingas, neprieštarauti, neprievartinis, neprigirdintis, nepriimti, nepriimtinas, neprikepantis, nepriklausomai, nepriklausomas, nepriklausomybė, neprileisti, neprilygstamas, nepripažinti, nepririštas,
Okay.
neprisipažinti.
Any other places where we can look for difficulties?
Maybe with P in Lithuania as well.
Okay. Because so far it looks like we are not successful. We cannot find any difficulties, right? Okay.
Okay, let's try. Peržiūrėti, peržvelgti, tesas, pėsčias, pėsčiasis, pėsčiųjų, pesimistas, pesimistinis, pesimistiškai, pesimizmas, pesticidas, pėstininkai, pėstininkas, pešioti, peštynės, peštis, petarda, peticija, petys, petnešos, petražolė, petukas, pianinas, pianistas, pica, piečiausias, piemuo, pienas, pienė, pieninė, pieningumas, pienininkas,
Okay,
pieniškas.
enough. Who is vacuuming in your place? Can you
There's
ask,
one here.
can you ask her to stop? Tell her we're gonna be done in 20 minutes.
Yes, as I'm living not alone, there are different people and from different countries, so practically it's quite hard to communicate sometimes.
No problem.
But now it's good.
Okay, very good. Yeah, turn it. So, Laura, question for you. What's your grade for this task of reading the dictionary, single words?
It's 5 plus.
5+. Okay, you passed that part of examination.
Good.
Let's get a textbook. Let's begin maybe with my book in English.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
open whatever, the first page or whatever you want. First page is probably easier.
Yes? Okay. I don't have the first. I can start from 16 as I printed.
You know, it's better to start from the beginning of the chapter. Go to number 17.
Ah, there's a chapter 1.
That's the
Okay.
chapter, the beginning of the chapter.
Chapter 1. How stuttering became a mysterious neurological disorder. The more I worked with stuttering during my 30-year-long speech-language therapist career, the more discouraged and disappointed in the results of my therapeutic work with stutterers I became. I always wondered if I could expect a successful outcome without knowing precisely what I was dealing with. Today I know, having witnessed the 100% effectiveness of my Etalon knowledge, exactly what stuttering is, why people stutter, and what a stutterer must do to enable him or herself to eliminate stuttering forever.
Okay, so you've read a whole page.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you remember. What words?
I remember that you were a speech therapist for over 30 years and you found it quite difficult to understand how people are dealing with the stuttering and why they are stutter. Because it was kind of neurological disease for over 30 years and people didn't find the answer why people are stuttering. And now when you know the answer that people can avoid the stuttering 100% with some kind of help. What else I remember? That there were lots of questions doctors had, that it was kind of neurological disease and that there were no answers. What else? I think that's it. I don't remember more.
Okay, you can always cheat. Look again and see what details you forgot, what words. Because you read a lot, a whole page.
That lots of people and doctors have been in mystery and had lots of mistaken thinking that over 70 million people around the world are stuttering and why they are stuttering. So, what else? That there are lots of mystical reasons and illusions people have why people are stuttering, and it's unsolved problem all this time.
It was unsolved.
It was unsolved, now it's solved.
Right? Okay, very good. So let's grade your speech while reading. How was your reading? Did you make any mistakes?
I think it's 5.
5. Okay, not plus?
Okay, 5 plus, I think so.
No,
Yes.
tell me why
It's
not
good.
plus? Did you make any mistakes?
No, I didn't make any mistake. Okay, 5 plus.
Excellent reading. Okay, now how was your speech telling back of what you just read?
Telling back, it were few problems because it was quite a long chapter and lots of words are not used for me. And of course, there were some medical things. So I had to take more time to remember them, to tell. So basically, if it would be more interesting for me or easier words, I think I could be better in telling back. But basically, I think all is quite good. No, I didn't make any mistake.
So what's your grade for telling
It's
back?
5 plus. It's 5 plus, definitely.
Okay, so let's do the next part of the test, which is speaking from the memory. Tell me everything you know about your car. Go.
My car is black. It's Volkswagen Golf. It was made 15 years ago, so it's quite the old car. I drive it by myself on my own. There are 4 doors. There's not very clean car inside because it's girl's car. I think men are more obsessed with the cars, not the girls. I use my car just to drive to work, so basically I'm not cleaning it very often, and I just hate that. The thing is that I love my car, that I bought it from my money. So I earned my money and I bought it. So I'm proud of myself that I did it. I'm a very passionate driver, and when I just have the moment free, I'm driving. So my car just stands outside of my house and it waits for me. When we finish, I'll go somewhere today. What else can I tell about it? I don't know. Maybe that's it.
Okay, let's grade this speech from your memory.
It's 5 plus.
Congratulations, you passed that part of the test. The next test is TV commentary. You are going to talk about things that are in front of you.
There are more girls who are smoking, watching at a guy who seemed very satisfied. The girl just took her phone and were taking photos. The guy is looking at a girl too and smoking.
Okay, Laura, switch to Lithuanian language. No, continue just in Lithuanian.
Mergaitė sako, kad tai graži tatuiruotė. Vaikinas ištiesia ranką, kad ji pasigrožėtų. Ji neapžiūrinėja, pradeda įliesti. Vaikinas jaučia pasididžiavimą ir iššypsosi.
Okay.
Ir ją kviečia eiti kartu.
Okay, Laura, now can you switch to Russian? Most
Oh my
challenging.
God. It's a challenge. I can't even speak Russian. Один мальчик подвинул другого, и они ушли. Мальчик остался. Теперь мы видим, что 2 человека занимаются любовью. It's very hard in Russian. Какой-то мальчик пришел, и они поздоровались. Мужчина говорит, что в другой раз, когда он привезет Джерри, пусть он привозит его раньше. Это очень сложно.
Okay, turn it off.
As I do not know words, so basically I'm just
Of course.
not so good, but it's up to me actually.
Grade your speech first. How did you do it in English? Any mistakes?
It's 5+. No, it wasn't any mistakes.
How about Lithuanian?
It's the same thing.
And how about
It was
Russian?
even easier because Lithuanian, it was my native language and it was easier. I could tell more details.
Right.
Of course, in Russia, it was very hard because I heard it in Lithuanian and I had to translate from Lithuanian into Russian. If I hear in Russian, maybe it would be easier to comment.
That's right. But still, did you make mistakes, even doing commentary in Russian?
I don't know. I think there were some mistakes, but it was
Like what?
just...
Like what? What were the mistakes?
I didn't know the words, so it's not the mistakes from Etalon. I was digging from my memory, I thought, maybe I know it, maybe, and I thought, no, maybe not yet.
Very good. You have a microphone and you will present to the whole world 70 million people who are still unaware that it's that simple. What can you tell about your life as a person who struggled for many, many years with stuttering?
My name is Laura. Now I'm at the age of 33 years old. Now I live in Norway. I'm from Lithuania. And of course, I always thought that I could do something else if I weren't a stutterer. I could choose a different way of my life, a different profession. I always were happy in speaking different languages, Russian as well, English. And at school, I thought that I could be English teacher.
Oh, wow.
But of course, I found it difficult that I understood that I'm stuttering and I couldn't be English teacher. So I thought I could choose that way. Now I'm working like doing a hand job. So basically, I'm not speaking much with people. So that means that I try to avoid my dreams to come true in some kind of way because I was afraid to speak. That means I was wasting my time for something else. So basically, the stutter, when I was stuttering, it made me problems to achieve more. I could do different things. I could do out more. I could make more meeting with some people to initiate new conversation. And of course, I lost lots of time because there were, sometimes it seems that there were lots of information in my head, especially in job, when it was morning time and then we are like 5-10 minutes when all the colleagues come in the morning and they just talking, chatting with a cup of coffee, what they did. And then I heard that lots of women are speaking like what they did on the weekend, that they had some stains in their clothes, how to remove it, or that they made some kind of dishes. And I knew that I know so many things in my head that I was afraid to express it because I was hiding my stuttering. And of course, it was easier not to speak or to speak just what is needed or when I had prepared my speech in my head. So basically, I was wasting the time. And now I understand that lots of people didn't know me better because I didn't tell lots of things. Because when you can't speak, people think that you are stupid, you don't understand, or you don't know. And the same thing is at school as well. Because lots of time I could do my best in speech. I knew lots of things when teacher asked, who knows the answer? And I knew that I know the answer and I could just tell it, but I couldn't speak because I was afraid of the attraction of other people, what they think about me.
When did you first learn that you were a stutterer?
I think it started in 5th grade, but the most interesting thing is that no one actually told me that I'm stuttering. My parents didn't think that it's a problem. As I remember, I had to read something from the book, a Lithuanian word pavasaris, and it sounded me so bad. And then I couldn't pronounce it and understood that, yes, something's wrong. And I got home and I talked to my parents and they didn't think it's a problem, it's nothing. And as I remember, I'm being a child, like in 7th grade, I asked my mother to take me somewhere to the doctor because I understood it's not good. And of course, nothing helped. And then, of course, I understood that there's no help. The doctors are stupid. They think that you can make it better with some kind of medicine. For me, they gave doxycycline. It's kind of antibiotic. I wasn't drinking it. And I understood then that there's no help. So, like all the stutters, I try to find different ways. I try to look for information. I've been reading, looking for articles, films somewhere. Then the internet came. I'm looking in internet. And there was nothing. So I understood there's nothing to help yet. But maybe someone will invent something. But at the moment, you have to deal with it. And of course, I have been dealing like lots of stutters. I've been breathing, I've been talking loudly sometimes yelling, sometimes not talking, wasting my time for nothing. And now where I am. And when I found you, it was the best day in my life, I think so. And when I could afford it by myself, even better. So, definitely the best day.
I showed this to you, remember how
Yes, I remember.
While you were looking for, please help me, someone help me, right? While you were doing this, you did not develop your speech. Your speech remained at the level of the 5th grade. You were not speaking much. You were choosing to be quiet most of the time. Just
but would it be different if there were no help? Because from 19th century, it was said that people thought that no one knows how it happens. So basically, people didn't know. And you have to live somehow. And of course, it's obvious that you have survived. You want to find friends. You have to be in social life. Of course, now when there's some help, now it's okay. But earlier, when it's no help, you have to deal with it somehow.
Actually, Laura, there is so much help available. Everyone who just barely learned how to speak a little bit better, okay, stutter a little less, they already make themselves stuttering teachers, stuttering doctors. They already offer help to stutterers. They say, yeah, come to me. I don't know what stuttering is, but I will help you. Look at me. I did something.
We can do yoga. We can do something else. Yes.
We can do breathing exercises. We can do yoga. We can do, there is another one, it's called Valsava something therapy, where stutterers are made to focus on their intestines and their internal muscles. Like, it's just all kinds of crazy stuff. Poor people who stutter are being helped with.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot of help, so-called help. But people don't understand, don't realize that whatever helped to the person who is offering it to others may not help them. Because this is, I mean, we all are different. Each and every person is different. The only universal solution to resolve a problem, all kinds of problems, any difficulty with speech, is to learn how to do it in a standard way, correct way. That's it. It fixes all the problems right away. Okay, you make this mistake, you do that mistake, someone makes another mistake. What's the solution? Learn how it's supposed to be, and then adjust your own body to do it in the Etalon, standard, normal way. That's it.
That's true. It seems that I've been trying to do it all my life, but I did it wrongly.
That's the problem. You were trying.
I was trying, yes. And now when I know how to do it, I know that it's very easy, and I'm very happy about it.
Besides, how can you try to do something that you have never learned? You don't know how to do it. No matter how much you try,
that's true.
You're going to be making mistakes. You're going to be repeating your mistakes. And this is exactly what all people who stutter, I'm not saying most, all people who stutter do when they come to conventional speech therapists or unconventional healers, yoga teachers, whatever you call them. They are doing something that is not normal, that is not natural, that is not standard. That's why they keep failing. There is no hope for them. And that's why they are made prisoners. Life prisoners. Life prisoners, okay? For whole life they keep coming, looking for, help me, please give me something, begging. Most of them, a lot of them, not most, but a lot of them are expecting for free. Please, okay, I am disabled, give it to me, please. Okay.
But I don't know what is better. Is it better to look for help than people who are looking for help? For example, me, I wasn't looking for help. I tried, then I noticed that there's no help, and I used to live with that. I just thought, yes, I'm talking in this way, there won't be any differences because I don't know how to speak well, so I'm living in this way. So I had my tricks and I've been living. So I don't know how it's better to keep going to find the solution or to live and to wait for a master. I don't know it.
Laura, you are a rational person. This is the reason you're here in this classroom. You have Googled, you have looked for help, you realized early enough that whatever is offered is just BS.
Yes.
Okay? No help. And you, as a rational person, told yourself, okay, no help, I gotta survive. And you started doing your best. You were still talking. That's why you don't know how blessed you are that you never took any speech therapy. I don't know, did you ever do any speech therapy?
No, never.
You're blessed. No. This is why, as I explained to you, of course, you also had some mental kind of incorrect mental program. Right? It was not adequate. But in terms of speech, you still are very kind of advanced person. Your speech is not as bad. You don't make as huge mistakes as some others who have been through speech therapy. Okay? So, as a rational person, you quit looking for help because you realized there is no help. Yeah. Whatever they offer is crazy. I'm not going to do this. And the moment you have stumbled finally on the real help, what did you start doing? Working hard, collecting money. Did you do at the same time looking for something else?
No, nothing. I knew that I'll come back because we had the appointment last year, and I thought that I will do it last year, and I thought, yes, it will happen. And then happened some things. I need money, and of course, I was the person who wasn't asking money for no one. When I told my mother about 10 years ago that there's some kind of help, and she said, it's so expensive, and they didn't think that it's so important, the speech in human life. Of course, they think this way, maybe I'm hiding it so good that I'm not crying, that I'm not so shy in the corner, and they think she can survive like this. Do something else, buy a car, buy something. And I understand that speech is so important. And now it seems that I'm working, I have money, but without the speech, I'm just dying and I'm wasting my time. So basically that money, it's just nothing, it's just tears.
And in terms of your parents' recommendation, buy a car. You know what? You bought a car already.
Yes, and I did this thing, of course.
You did that because you worked. Work is something that we are put on this planet for, to work, to make a difference in the life of this universe, to contribute. And when you sit there lazy, no work, no job, and just begging people for help,
yes.
It's kind of, you're not here for, on the planet for doing this. So, in other way, if you followed your parents' recommendation, you bought a car, you drove a car, but where are you going to go in this car?
Exactly.
You drive your car somewhere, and then you step out of the car, and what?
And nothing, of course.
Now you can take a car anywhere and talk to anyone.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
And of course, I'm very happy that, and I'm proud of myself that all I reached and did is by myself. And basically, I think it's good that I came to you at this age when I understand how it's important, how I reach it, so how big this present is. I don't know how it would be if my parents would take me, if I were 10 years old, to learn. I thought, what? I don't want to do it. And now I understand that it's the only way. So I think it's the best time. Then I said, I think last time, when the time comes, the exact time, the master comes. So I think it was just on the right time when I had and the money and time and good thing in my head.
The master came. The master, Academic Snezhko, is the master. He has
and you as well. You as well. Your team leaders.
Of course.
Of course, at the beginning, when I didn't know what to eat it with, it was a challenge. I thought, oh my God. And when you tell me all that homework, you have to call this place, that place. What? No, I definitely won't do it. No, definitely no. No. And then I said, Laura, calm down. That's the way. That's the only way. And when I start doing, it seemed just funny. At the end of the class, when we did this kind of things, we have to comment things or to speak from our memory. It was kind of a big challenge because I thought, I don't want to speak. Maybe it will end the class as soon as possible. I want to just run. And now I just want to speak as much as possible. I just want to call people and to share that joy.
Was it difficult?
It's not difficult. It's really not as difficult as people think. It can be because it's difficult when you don't know the way. Then you don't know the escape. When you know the escape, it's very easy. I really felt very stressful, and I think lots of people feel the same way because it's the moment when the truth is, when you hear yourself, how you speak. I have been dreaming and I've been stuttering in my dreams. I've been afraid even to speak loudly to myself because I just hated how I'm stuttering. And actually I was hiding from people, and I think lots of people even don't know that I'm stuttering because I know lots of tricks how to escape these things. But basically, I was very stressed too that people, I don't know, you and Roman, will hear me. I felt such a stress. And now I think that you're amazing people and there's nothing to stress off. So basically, now it looks so funny for me that I was like thinking, oh my God, I don't want these lessons. And the only thing I thought, but I paid money. If I wouldn't pay money, I could escape. So actually, it's the best part that it's not so cheap, that when you pay money, there's no escape. You have to do it. Because the stutters, of course, they are lazy persons and they want to escape that hard things. They think, oh, maybe next time I'm not ready. I'm tired at work. I'm not ready. They are in panic. Oh no, maybe tomorrow. And when it comes, it comes. So basically, of course, I think all the stutters do the same. I thought the same too. Maybe not now. Oh, it's my birthday. I'm tired. I don't have mood. But the money is paid and it's huge money. Okay, I'll do it. It happened.
Okay, so you basically made a nice birthday present for yourself.
Definitely yes. And it's on the right time, I think so, yes.
Very good.
I'm such a vital person now that I want to live, that I want to go and communicate with person, that I just awoke from that dream that I've been from 5th grade. Yeah. Actually, I really thought when I read your book that it will be a challenge to speak. And I thought, it's written that it's a pleasure to speak.
I'm going to show
you.
And really? Talk, I'm showing my book.
I see. And really, I thought, they say that it's a pleasure to speak, but from a book, I realized that it's a hard job to speak because I didn't know how to do it correctly. And now when I know, it seems like it's nothing. So basically, all the challenge I had at first lessons, when I didn't know how to act, how to work with my memory and with my head, and how to hear every word before I speak, it seems a very big challenge. Now I'm just speaking like this, rational, and it's very easy. So of course it was challenge because I didn't know. When you know, when you have the skills, it's very easy.
Of course.
It's nothing to be afraid.
Of course. I'm holding the book next to you.
Guys, if you are stuttering, the first you have to do is to read this book. Because it's your Bible. You will read about yourself. You will read how foolish you were acting in your life. The people who were dealing with speech therapists, you understand that it's so foolish. And then you understand how speech is working. And you will understand how it's easy to quit stuttering. So the master will come. It's the best book I read, and of course I printed, and I think I'll be reading it several more times just to be sure that I did these mistakes and how not to make them. So this book,
because this book is not just about speech. Have you noticed that?
Yes, I have noticed.
What also have you learned from the book? Anything not about speech?
It's all on your psychology, of course. So there are lots of things. What's on your mind, it's on your mouth. So
now you again have a microphone, and I want you to talk to people who stutter and who may see you speaking. What would you recommend?
I would recommend you not to be shy anymore, not to hide, because you are wasting your time being in that corner. And there's a help, and you can just come and take that help. Don't be shy, because the time goes, and I actually know how you feel, that you don't want to go out, you are choosing worse jobs than you could do, you are choosing staying at bed, not just communicating with people, you are not initiating some questions you want to ask, conversations. You want to call, because sometimes it's so easy to call someone and you think, no, I'm afraid to speak, and you're writing letters, or you just escape information and you don't get the right information. So basically, I encourage everyone to take that step, and there's the right persons here that can help you.
Yep, still here, still alive.
People who are stuttering, we are wasting our time with wrong people, wrong teachers. We think we can find a cheaper way, or we can read the book or books by ourselves and to find the answers. But it's really hard to find the answer without a teacher, because we weren't taught at school how to speak. And when you don't have a teacher, it's very hard. So save your money and just come on board. I've got international business diploma, a master degree. I've got a bachelor degree of finances managers. Okay. Actually, I don't know how it's in English. In Lithuanian, it's finansų vadyba, a management of finances maybe. So I've got these degrees. I've been working in Lithuania, of course, in good jobs, in offices, in some institutions. But after I realized that I've got some goals, some aims, and I need money, so that's how I came to Norway. I came here by myself, and I had that goal that I will reach it. Yeah. And about that program of you and Roman, I have read and found it in YouTube, I think 10 years ago. And I seen the price and I thought it's huge money. And as I remember now, I talked to my parents, to my mother, that there's such kind of program that costs so much money that I would like to attend. But of course, I understood that it's huge money. You can buy a car in Lithuania for that money. And of course, I thought that one day, when I have money, I will come back to you. So I came to Norway to save my money for this program. I spent lots of money that they will come back for me, because now I have that tool. My speech is my tool. So now I'm not afraid of anything, and I know that I can reach even more.
What kind of job were you making when you were making money? Was it some kind
of... I was cleaning. No, it was a simple job. Of course, it's not the job of my dreams. I've got degrees, and of course, when people, especially at my job when I started, were explaining me how to put toilet paper, how to clean, I thought, I know even more than you. But of course, you have to smile because you're an immigrant. You don't know the language here. You don't have degrees from the universities here. You don't have nothing here. Just your hands So basically, you have to do what you have to do just to do these jobs. I think it's the same in USA as well when you come without language, so you have to start from something.
Yep.
So in Norway, it's good money for cleaning. But here I'm by myself and I know that it's good money, so I've got that aim that at the moment I'm doing that way. And actually no one cares. I just come in the morning, in the evening I just close the door and I'm a different person. And now I'm more different because when I was stuttering, of course, I wanted just to go home and think, oh, give me something, give me something. And now, of course, there's such a feeling that I'm not worse like normal speaking people.
Of course.
It was a long way to reach his goal.
That's right. What's amazing to me that having a diploma, master's degree, you just kind of put your ego in your pocket. And
you have to do that. You have to do that.
You rolled your sleeves and started working, making money, just like any man can do. Okay?
Of course.
You just showed the very cool qualities of a hard-working person. This is why you won.
I think so.
Yeah, this is how you can win. Okay, Laura. Thank you very much for being a great student.
Thank you for being a great teacher. Thank you.
And I wish you lots of success in your life.
Thank you very much. I wish you the same. All the best. Thank you. Take care.
Go speak. Okay?
Okay, Anna. Thank you.
Bye-bye.